All the productivity gurus are missing one important thing. And that is there are literally billions of dollars going into apps like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube to distract you from getting stuff done. And no amount of willpower or cold plunges will save you. In this video, we're going to learn 4 techniques to combat these weapons of mass distraction. Let's dive in. Let's first cover distraction buster number 1, turning off all notifications. And yes, I mean all of them. You ever been working on some paper or putting together a presentation and then bam, you get a notification? You get sucked in and before you know it, it's been 10 minutes. And then it takes you 10 more minutes to get you back into what you were doing, and the magic of that flow state has gone. So I'm going to show you how to turn off notifications in 2 different ways on the iPhone and on Android. Let's start on the iPhone. First, open your settings app, then scroll down and open the notifications option. This is the extreme approach. You can go through every single app and turn off notifications one by one. Once you tap on an app, toggle the allow notification switch to turn notifications on or off. Then rinse and repeat for all the apps on your phone. For most of your apps, you really don't need to be interrupted and notified right away. And for notification heavy apps like email and messages, check them on your own time, not on someone else's. If all of that is too extreme for you, check out this backup strategy. Go back to the main settings menu, and this time click on Focus. Here you can set up focus modes to block notifications. Let's tap on Work, then tap on Apps. Here you can either choose apps to silence notifications from, which means you get notifications by default, but you block a few, or my preference, which is allowing notifications from explicit apps. So you get no notifications except from those apps listed below. You can easily turn on one of these modes by swiping down from the top right and then deep pressing on the Do Not Disturb icon. Then tap on any mode to turn it on. Now there are a lot of different Android phones out there, so I'll show you how turning off notifications works on my phone, but it may look different on yours. First, go over to your settings app. Then tap on notifications. Like with the iPhone, I'll show you the extreme version first. You can turn off notifications app by app to make sure you don't get disturbed. But if you don't like that, you can always go back and then tap on where it says Do Not Disturb. In here, there will be an option to set which notifications you allow. And on my phone, every app is blocked by default until you add it to this list. And when you want to get into work mode, you can either turn on Do Not Disturb from this menu using the toggle switch. You can turn it on using a schedule, or you can swipe down from the top right and then swipe down once again to turn on Do Not Disturb. On to distraction buster number 2, turning your phone to grayscale. Because even though you turned off notifications, it doesn't stop you from grabbing your phone and playing with it. Turns out the bright colors in apps keep us hooked. But when we turn the phone to grayscale, all of those doom scrolling apps are less enticing. So here's how to turn your iPhone gray. Go over to your settings app, then tap on accessibility. Then tap on display and text size, scroll down until you see color filters, then tap the switch to turn your phone gray. Now you're probably thinking, that's a bit too much effort to turn this on. Don't worry, I got you on this one. Let me show you a shortcut. First, go over to your Shortcuts app, then tap the plus in the top right. We're gonna make a button on your home screen that will turn on the color filters. Tap where it says Search Actions, then start typing color filters. Tap on the option that says Set Color Filters, then tap on the down arrow in the title bar, and tap Add to Home Screen. Here you can name it and give it a nice photo if you like, but for the sake of time, I'll click Add. Your new shortcut button appears, and when you tap on it, the screen goes gray. You can make another shortcut to turn the colors back on too. Let's go through this on Android now. It's quite a bit easier. Start with your settings app, then scroll all the way down until you see accessibility. This is where it starts to get different for different phones. You're looking for something like vision enhancements or visibility enhancements. Here, look for something like color correction and tap on it. Then make sure grayscale is selected and toggle the switch at the top. This applies the grayscale filter and turning it off adds color again. You can also add a shortcut to turn this on, at least on my Samsung device here. Notice that this accessibility icon showed up in the bottom right, and when you tap on it, it turns the screen gray once again. And that shortcut is available anywhere on your device. You've made a valiant effort, but now you need a third level of defense to really protect yourself from you. So let me introduce you to the AppBlock app. It's both a mobile app and a browser extension. It's got a lot of features, but I personally use it just to block websites that waste my time and almost never provide value. So let's check out how it works. Click the download button at the top of the page. Then click on the get button in the top right and click add extension. Once it's installed, click the extensions icon at the top of your browser. Click on AppBlock and then click on get started. It's so easy to block things with this extension. Let's block this website, addictinggames.com. Click add and then boom, it's blocked. I also want to block YouTube Shorts. If I type YouTube here, it's going to block all of YouTube. But if you go over to the keywords tab, you can use shorts as a keyword and make sure that it's blocked when it appears anywhere in the URL. Then click add like before. You've got your block list set up. Click the X in the top right-hand corner to commit it, and then click on the start button to start blocking. And then if your fingers happen to wander you over to a website that's going to waste your time, AppBlock kicks in and stops you. And sometimes we just need a little interrupt to keep us on the right path. Now this works on your computer, but let's talk about your mobile device. AppBlock does have a mobile app, but you'll quickly find that you're limited to 4 hours if you don't pay. So we got one last level of defense, and this is gonna make you bulletproof because you need to be productive, not like this guy. The last level of defense is session blocking. And to do that, we're going to use a tool called Freedom. From the Freedom homepage, click on enter your email, type in your email address, and then click start for free. Type in your name, choose a password, click sign up, and I'll see you on the other side. Select the options that apply most to you, paying special attention to the devices which you want to block distractions on. Freedom is a free app, but you're going to get bugged about upgrading to premium. Just click on skip to dashboard. You might have multiple apps to install based on the options that you selected. I'll install both the desktop app and the mobile app and see you afterward. The way Freedom works is by blocking a set list of websites and apps for a set amount of time called a session. So to get started, click on Start a Session. Your session blocks apps from one or more block lists. For example, there's a built-in block list to block all websites. You can also block desktop apps by clicking on the icon of the desktop version of Freedom and then clicking on Manage Blocked Desktop Apps. Let's tell Freedom to block the Copilot app. Then we'll click Save to commit that. You can also manage your own block lists. Let's check out the existing one called Distractions. Here you can add custom websites and configure a ton of other options. For example, common filters are an easy way to block websites as well as apps sometimes. Category filters block a ton of related websites. Now I've just launched the iOS app on the left side of the screen. Let's block a few iOS apps on this block list. I'll click on the block list tab and then click on Distractions. Then I'll click on Add iOS Apps to Block. The apps are categorized so it's easy to check everything off at once. For example, the social category contains what you'd expect. GroupMe, Instagram, LinkedIn, Messages, Messenger, etc. Let's save these changes. We'll click Continue first and then Save Block List at the bottom of the screen. Now let's pretend we need to focus for 90 minutes. We can start a new session by clicking on Start Session and then choosing the block list for this session. Let's select the distractions block list we just configured, then click back. We can also make this block apps on my computer by clicking on this device, then adding my computer to the devices list. We'll go back to start session, make sure that the length of the session is set for 90 minutes, then click start session. Now let's try to distract ourselves using a social app. And when we try to launch a social app, it gets blocked. Now let's try a blocked website. When we try to go to LinkedIn, here's what Freedom does. So you start a session in one place and it works across devices.
Enough's enough. Stop entertaining yourself with this video, download the apps from the links in the description, and go reclaim your life. This is David, and maybe I won't see you in the next video.